The first grounded 1.0 hotfix is now live. A whole bunch of key issues have been fixed and resolved, including crashes for Xbox and so much more. And RIP to one of the most OP early weapons that I absolutely loved has been nerfed ever so slightly. So I'm going to go through all that, also show you guys, I'll talk a little bit about Obsidian's game director, talking on a casually grounded, and yeah, let's go. The peep a creature action is now E on the keyboard and right bumper on controller. This is to ensure the control for set waypoint is not the same as peeping a creature while in peep mode. As long as that doesn't interfere with throwing spears, which is my new favourite thing, using the rusty spear. Weapon and gear stat bars now show smithing enhancements separately from the base values in a distinct colour. Added unique symbols to the various labs in the yard for easy identification. Custom game settings that cannot be changed mid-game have icons next to them to signify this status when starting a custom game. Arrows now show attack stat bars when selecting an inventory screen. The Crow has adjusted audio. Exploding strange spores in the haze now have an audio cue when getting ready to explode. Creatures randomly return to their home locations during a player rest. Hot deposit actions have audio now, and flowering dandelions drop pollen when chopped down. Yay, we might actually be able to use the pollen turrets with a lot more fun. Slime Lantern durability has been increased. You'll no longer get thirsty or while in conversations. This will prevent dying while talking with Burgle and Redacted. You can no longer throw your equipped item while in building placement mode, and players playing multiplayer from the same household should experience lower latencies. So that was definitely one of the ones that you guys said there was a lot of problems with, like crashing, particularly when you plan together. So hopefully that's resolved now. They fixed some crashes that happened with building or chopping foliage and also enjoying the multiplayer game scenario screen, as well as some to do with dewdrops on grass. So one of the big ones is points of interest will now be unlocked more reliably when spotted. Dewdrops are not going to disappear once they're knocked off now as much. Fixing some lighting issues in the fire anthill. Trinkets that repair weapons now properly work with all weapon types instead of only slashing weapons. Spoilers, that is Sarah's charm, the elf charms. One of them repairs your shield, one of them repairs weapons, and people were wondering, I see it in the comments, why it wasn't working. Well, there you go. Super Venom arrows now have proper world meshes when dropped. Creatures can no longer slide around in their sleeping animation after loading a game. They fixed an audio issue that occurred when loading a game save while underwater. The underwater effect is now properly removed when exiting the water. For years, I swear, the bubble helmet issue has been there, where you wear the bubble helmet, it still has the bubbles pop up in front of you when you get out of the water. So maybe that's fixed as well. Fixed an issue with missing footstep audio on third person unarmed hold run forward animation. Bow damage bars in the UI are more accurate. Corrected the location of the ready icon over the cookery. The mutation related to staff kills will now unlock properly. Yay, we can finally show off the staff mutation properly. We tried a bunch of things and yeah, obviously that mutation just wasn't working. Spoilers, you need to get 20. Spoilers, you need to get 40, 100 and 200 kills to unlock all 3 levels of it, and it should just give extra bonus damage or multipliers to the stun, the spiciness and the slow abilities that each of the staff give. Burgle quests no longer display an empty in the quest notifications for clients. Bomb arrows no longer leave behind an arrow to pick back up. A lot of you guys were complaining that it was leaving maybe feather arrows or spinner arrows instead of what it should have been leaving, since you need certain arrows to craft it. Well, now you're not going to get any arrows, so well done. Although that does make sense. Audio logs and other voiceovers can now be heard while the player underwater. Tiger mosquitoes no longer fail to reach one of the super mixers when activated. Clients now have better collision with the world while the host is inside a menu. They've cleaned up various terrain issues, various interface fixes in various languages, and audio should be less annoying when large number of ants are nearby. Better audio transitions around the dry grass, pond and oak tree areas. Cloning a flip building will enter placement mode with the building flipped correctly. The visibility toggle for the resource survey overlay in the map UI now actually works, and the Redacted has learned how to actually hit targets with attacks. Redacted will now remember which player was being followed after a save game is loaded. All Weaver Juniors no longer have their legs go up in the air in tight spaces. That's what she said. Sour Battle Axe recipe should no longer unlock early, not retroactive. Damn, were people getting a Sour Axe super early? How are they doing that? Since you can't get it till you've defeated the boss, no spoilers, in Mold.Castle. It must have been a glitch. Removing incorrect additional tech chip slots in the data tab. Finally, I've had that asked so many times in comments and I've answered a bunch in Discord. There was some mysterious slot. A lot of you guys thought there was another chip, but no, it was just a mistake. You'll now be able to 100% scorecard the game. I think Paralyzer was working on that desperately. So there you go. Hopefully he gets that video out soon. Otherwise I will. Fix Mantis pollen attack rendering solid yellow circles floating in the air. Fix the crash that could happen when checking Xbox profile settings. Fix the crash that could happen when putting the console into standby mode and rebooting it into grounded. There you go guys, that is a decent little hotfix. I'm sure we'll get another one or two before they maybe really look at adjusting certain things. And now on to the reason I'm going to review my review and give Grounded only 1 out of 10. They've nerfed the pinch striker, people. It's no longer going to be an axe. Instead, it's going to be just a generic weapon. Boo! Shout out to Apex Predator for giving me some of these screenshots as I've done this video pretty quick. I guess it was a bit too game breaking, getting hold of a tier 3 axe literally within maybe the first couple of days of playing the game, as long as you managed to get a bomb and you knew where the berry monster lab was. If that all means nothing to you, go and check out my video where I gave you the location and a mystery to be solved after years of speculation. I'm only joking, of course. I know it was probably a bit too kind of OP, so yes, it's been nerfed. RIP. But the Mantis should still be, the Mantis Sky should still be a chopping weapon, and yeah, we'll all have to just go and get the tier 3 termite axe again now. And again, shout out to Apex for sending these screenshots, really showing how the damage numbers are actually going to work now. So previously they would just be like 1 bar, bar and a half, that was it. There was no discrepancy. Yet players for ages knew that sometimes certain weapons did a tiny bit more damage or a tiny bit less damage. For min-maxers out there, it was important to know, and some tubers had claimed or cried about it for ages. To me, it wasn't a big deal because you can add so many other kind of perks, builds, the way that you play the game. It really didn't matter that much. But I guess the devs have listened to feedback and have now added it. So what you're looking at right now is the Spider Fang, which you can see does nearly a full block of damage. But now the Lava Fang only does about 80%, 90% damage of that one block. So they've exposed the settings even more. So min-maxers out there, stop your crying. You should be able to build and absolutely Poindexter now the perfect builds with the ultimate damage types. I definitely would be interested in seeing some of them, but yeah, you got your wish. The soundtrack is available now, year 1 and 2, you can buy the new one. As I said, Adam Brennanke, the game director, is going to be on the Obsidian Casually Grounded show at 9 PM BST time. That's 4 PM Eastern. And the VOD should be up there. They do normally upload the video on YouTube like a good few days later, to be honest, or a week later sometimes. So don't worry, I got your back. I'll be back probably later tonight with another little breakdown showing anything Adam mentions, talking about changes, and I'll probably do a short showing off the new Whittle Wizard mutation. And I did just want to say a big thank you to everyone that's been supporting the channel. We've got loads of new subscribers, huge amount of views. It's like the 5th most successful I've ever had in 7 years of doing YouTube on my other channel as well. I was lucky to get hold of an early access review. I did the review though, and I'm hoping that I hyped up the game for the people that really enjoy it. And I will continue. We've got like another full week of me doing as many uploads as I can, getting more in depth now with some of the guides rather than just first looks, and hopefully delivering you my live stream and my next 100 days. So thank you so much though for all the support, all the likes, really is appreciated, really gets me buzzing. I've been working my socks off though every day since. Absolute tons of content incoming. So I'll see you ratbags later. Bye bye.